This looks like just some clip art that somebody pasted here. This has gotta go, man. Gotta go back. What's up, bros? Welcome to a special edition DJ logo review video. In last week's DJ setup review, I asked you guys to send in your DJ logos for review. Big shout out to everybody who sent in their logos for review. We had well over 100 DJ logos sent. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get through everybody's logo, so I do apologize if you did send in your logos for review and they're not included in this video. I might have to make this episode a two-parter. Let me know down in the comments below if you'd like me to do another DJ logo review video. Now, for next week's video, we will be going back to doing DJ setup reviews. So if you want to have your setup featured in next week's video, please send it in to the email listed on the screen now. Don't forget that I will not be accepting any setups that are sent in to my social media accounts. That includes Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. They have to be sent in to my email. Also, don't forget, if you have been following the vlogs, we are doing a giveaway for this lovely DDJ SB3. So if you'd like to be entered to win, all you have to do is like this video, subscribe to this channel, and follow me on Instagram so that you can be notified on how you can win. We'll be choosing the winner sometime next week so that it can get to you right before the holiday. Alright, without further ado, let's get started with this DJ logo review. Ramiro Sandoval sends us this DJ logo. I don't like the fact that this is more of a business card. It does have your phone number on there. I would have liked to have seen this stuff gone. This doesn't even look like a DJ setup. This is very toyish. This looks like a turntable and a speaker. This is just a toyish, and I wouldn't take you seriously if I saw something like this. 3D logos are really out of style. By the way, some of you guys may be asking, who are you to say that 3D logos are out of style? I actually am a graphic designer. I was a graphic designer before I started this YouTube channel, so I know a thing or two about graphic design, and let me just tell you this, the flat logos are the way to go. This 3D styles are a little bit out of style, a little bit dated, so I recommend getting this updated. DJ Tor sends in this logo. I actually kind of like this logo. It's clean, it's elegant, it's simple. Not a fan of this font here. I would have liked to have seen a different font here, but it does coincide with this emblem that you have here. PJ the DJ sends us this logo. I do have to kind of grab it with my mouse so that you guys can make it out. It's just a P with headphones. This is an okay logo in my opinion. I'm not a fan of logos that, you know, overly state that you are a DJ. So I don't like seeing things like turntables, headphones on your logos just because it's obvious. Okay, we get it, you're a DJ. This one comes from DJ Alejandro. Let's take a look at him. He sent in a animated logo. The animation was actually pretty cool. I like that smoke, but I don't like your logo, DJ Alejandro. This is a very dated logo. The color scheme is a very dated color scheme. It needs to be modernized. It needs to be brought up to the 21st century. Yeah, this is just a dated logo. This font here, I'm not a fan of. I'm also not a big fan of this big disco ball here. Again, it's just overly emphasizing what you do. It would be nice if maybe it was an animated disco ball that matched this type of font, but it just doesn't. It totally clashes. DJ Order 66. This is a Star Wars theme logo. Okay, DJ Order 66. I actually like this. I would have liked it if you would have actually used the Star Wars font. I see the Star Wars inspiration, but just the fonts just don't match. DJ Espinal sends us this next logo, and this is actually a pretty dope logo. As you guys can see, the graphic designer did hide the D. The J here, the J does go the opposite way, but you can also make out the E. So this is actually a pretty cool DJ logo. I would have liked if the designer kind of matched this. I can see that there was a little bit space left here, so I would have maybe spaced these letters out a little bit or made this a little bit bigger so that they go from top to bottom, or alternatively I would have thrown this inside of here, made this a little bit wider, and hid the DJ Espinal inside of the D. I see the J and I see the E. This is actually a pretty clean logo. I hope that you have the original PNG files of just the logo, because I'm not a fan of this backdrop. It's obviously overstating that this is a speaker, but it's just It's just, again, it's a little cringe when you overstate what you do. DJ Mike T sends us this next logo, and I'm gonna zoom it out just a little bit. This is a dated logo. You have a bevel here on your font, which makes it look kind of dated. Again, guys, the easiest way to date your logos in 2021 is pretty much to have a 3D logo. 3D logos aren't a thing right now. They might come back. Again, these are all fads, but right now, flat logos are the thing. I'm also not a fan of how this is inverted here. I would have personally liked to see something smaller on the DJ side and something bigger on the mic part. DJ Trey sends us this one. I like the fact that it's a flat logo. I'm not a fan of that glow that they added to this design, but again, that's something that you could probably remove. I hope you have a PNG file where you can just drag and drop. I'm also not big on this Tron type effect that you guys got going on here with the font. I don't like the fact that it's kind of bulky up here and then super thin here. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more consistency throughout the font. CM Music Factory Entertainment Group sends in this logo, and this is a beautiful logo. It's clean, it's simple, and elegant. Only thing, just from a graphic design standpoint, I would have probably moved Entertainment Group here and made it a little bit smaller. This is a little bit too big just because it looks like you have a long-ass company name, CM Music Factory Entertainment Group. So maybe I would have made this font a little bit smaller and put it right here. DJ Luna sends us this next logo, and unfortunately, DJ Luna, you're just overdoing it with this. We get it that you're a DJ. No need to add turntables, headphones, or speakers to your logos unless you can hide them inconspicuous within the logo. But this is just overstating the fact that you're a DJ. You just took a turntable, slap a random font on top of it, and it just doesn't look professionally done. This looks like a very old school dated logo. Not a fan of this. In my opinion, you're gonna have to go back to the drawing board with this logo. This is a dated logo. It looks like it's straight out of the 80s. Music and More sends us this next logo. M squared, or M cubed, I should say. That's a 3 here. M cubed. Music and More. I wonder what this stands for, the 3 here. Or is that supposed to be another M? It's actually a clean logo. This is a logo that you could invert to just a black and a white, and I'm sure it would look still good. Maybe just get rid of all this this camo stuff that you got going on. DJ J Nieko. I hope I pronounced your name right. DJ J Nieko. First off, I would just get rid of this backdrop. Again, this is just excess. You don't need this. You don't need this. Your logo would be way nicer if you just did it one flat line with this same font going straight across. Your logo would be great. Get rid of this backdrop, these stars, these speakers. You don't need it. It's making your logo look dated. Rudy from Chicago DJ sends us this next logo. And okay, Rudy, I like that it's a flat design. There's a little bit too much going on. This RT completely throws off this Chicago DJ's design. If you get rid of this light and just leave Chicago DJs, get rid of this RT, which is just totally out of place. This does not complement this at all. I like this part here, not so much this part here. Get rid of this and figure out what to do with it. Maybe incorporate it in here somewhere. DNA Productions. This is a fine looking logo. I love this. As you guys can see, there are some waveforms going out here. It's very inconspicuous. You can't tell. It doesn't look like he overdid it. I love this. This is also a logo that if you invert it in just a white or a black, it's still going to keep its integrity and it's still going to look good. This is a great logo, DJ Danny. I love this DNA thing that you got going on here. This is an awesome, awesome logo. Great job. DJ McReekin, or is that MC Reekin? DJ McReekin, like a Big Mac? McDonald's? McReekin. DJ McReekin sends us this next logo. I'm not really feeling it. I also don't like logos that incorporate too many colors, and you got a lot of colors going on. From a graphic designer standpoint, what I would have done is I would have taken a star and I would have just cut this part out from a star. That way you still have the integrity of a star within the Reekin, like you do here. And it would have looked a little bit more concise, and then I would have added the colors within the logo as opposed to adding 2 different flags that you have here. DJ Javi Star. DJ Javi, I like this logo. I like this logo quite a bit. In my opinion, there's only one thing I would change. I would get rid of these equalizer waveforms, level things, whatever you may call it. Just get rid of them, man. They just don't add anything to the logo. If anything, thing they take away from your logo. And get rid of the DJ. We get it, you're a DJ. When you hand somebody your business card, they're gonna know you're a DJ. Keep it Javi Star. I like the emblem. Get rid of this stuff up here and call it a day, and this will actually be a pretty dope logo. F&I sent us this next logo. Like I said before in all the previous logos, I am not a fan of incorporating things like headphones, speakers, just because we get it. We know what you do. There's no need to overemphasize what you do. This doesn't even look like a headphone jack. This thing looks like, I don't even want to say what this thing looks like. It doesn't look like a headphone jack. It looks a little cartoonish, too cartoonish for my liking. I think it would look really cool if you kind of fit this music entertainment within the F and the I right in between here. I think that would actually look pretty cool. Not a fan of these headphones at all. DJ Stokes established in 2019. DJ Stokes, I would get rid of this established in 2019 just because usually people do this to make it seem like you've been doing it for a long time, to make it seem like you've been in business for a long time. At 2019, you haven't been doing this for very long. So if anything, that might turn away some of your clients. This is a logo that I would say go back to the drawing board just because there's not much going on. Your logo is pretty basic font and your emblem just, in my opinion, doesn't make sense. Creative Sounds Entertainment. All right, Creative Sounds Entertainment. I'm actually a fan of this K and this S, not a fan of these random music notes that are plastered all over your logo. Change this entertainment font up a little bit. Keep this K and S and get rid of these music signs. And this would actually be not too shabby of a logo. It's actually pretty decent. DJ Brandon. DJ Brandon, this looks like a stock logo that you kind of downloaded off the internet. I'm not a fan of this circle. Just this DJ Brandon part is just way too small in comparison to this circle. Also not a fan of that backdrop. This looks like the intro to like a gaming channel on YouTube. This is a logo that, again, I would just go back to the drawing board and completely revamp it. It's not my style. Danny's Tacos and DJ Service. This is a funny one. All right, Danny's Tacos and DJ Service. What do you do, man? Do you sell tacos and you DJ maybe out of a taco truck or a taco restaurant? I'm not gonna lie, it worked. This is more akin to a restaurant logo than a DJ service. It looks like it would say Danny's Tacos and, you know, burritos or something like that. This works, but I don't know if this would work if you're trying to get DJ gigs. This looks more like you're a restaurant. DJ Choi Boy. Is that Choi Boy or Chio Boy? I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Okay, your logo, I do not like it whatsoever. This just looks dated. This font looks dated. This is just a dated look. This Epic Entertainment, this actually looks really, really cool. I love the E and the E representing Epic and Entertainment. This is actually really nicely done, but these two just don't go each other. You know, they don't complement each other whatsoever. It seems like your branding is totally different from your company than from your logo. Wavelink Music Inc. This logo actually works. I can see the headphones. They're a little bit more inconspicuous than the other ones. You kind of have to really look to make out the headphones. Like I can see the headphones. The headphones are a little bit wide in my opinion. It is a flat design. The headphones I'm not crazy about, but they are a little bit more inconspicuous. This would actually be a nice logo. See if you can go back to the drawing board and include music right next to here. That way it's Wavelink Music. That way it doesn't feel like you're just saying Wavelink Music Inc. DJ Harvest, professional mobile disc jockey, video and karaoke. Alright, DJ Harvest, unfortunately for your logo, it needs to be revamped completely. This is a dated logo. It's not that it's a bad logo, this is just a dated logo. It's an old school logo. This logo needs to be looked at by a graphic designer and brought into the 21st century. It looks like an old school logo. It doesn't look modern to me. The font is a little bit dated. This effect is a little bit dated of it kind of coming 3D at you. That's kind of like a 70s thing. It could work. I would just go back to the drawing board a little bit. Maybe instead of having this big suit, just maybe a tie. And then a more elegant font. Just because this font is a little bit stock in my opinion. It's a little bit basic. Pro School DJs Event Production sends us this next logo. There's a couple of things going on here that are kind of clashing for me. Again, not a fan of when DJs overly emphasize what they do. The thickness of this turntable doesn't match the thickness of this font. It looks like a generic font that was picked out of nowhere. I would have liked to have seen this compressed a little bit more so that it just fits this circle part here. you know, kind of get a full circle going here. Pro School DJs. It's got a lot of things clashing. It's not centered properly. It's just, it needs to be reworked. DJ Royalty. You get it? Royalty. I like that. This is a dope logo, man. Your emblem is fire. When I'm looking at DJ logos, this is what I want to see. This is a cool emblem, man. I wouldn't change nothing about it. It just worked. DJ Nav sends in this next logo. All right, DJ Nav, I'm gonna ignore your photo here. I hope that's not part of your logo. If it is, then you know, 5 out of 5. I don't want to disrespect you. But yeah, I wouldn't include your face in this. DJ Nav and Wedding Specialist, these two are just clashing. This is more of a formal font. This is more of an urban font. There's just too many things clashing. You got too many fonts going on. The background just doesn't go. This is a logo that you're unfortunately gonna have to just go back to the drawing board and just get it completely revamped. This needs to be updated. Jay Angel, this is actually pretty cool. Love your emblem, man. Emblem is fire. I thought these were headphones for a second, but this isn't a headphone. It kind of contradicts itself. This is Angel, and then you have a skull, which is more like, what's that? Archangel. I like how your logo's distressed as well as the font. I actually like this one right here in all black. The angel wings here, but then this looks more akin to a skull and death, and that's not what I think about when I think of angel. Select A. Daniel. Select A. Daniels. Alright, Select A. Daniel. I'm a bit confused. I honestly, I'm gonna say this, I don't get your logo, man. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean, but I don't see what this is. I would have liked to see maybe more explanation. Talk, light, and sound. Okay, I like the talk part. I like these things going on here. That's pretty cool. Light and sound. I guess I would have just maybe liked to see this shrunk a little bit. I would just go with the talk up front and then just kind of work this differently. Or sound and lighting. That sounds a little bit better maybe. Maybe just rework this bottom part here. Digital Jake sends this next logo. Digital Jake. Okay, this looks like very 2000s. This looks like Y2K 2000s. It's just... it looks like a dated logo. This looks like straight out of the year 2000. If this was, you know, 2000, 1999, 2001, I would say, damn, that logo is fire. But what you got going on here is just stuff that's just dated. You got to go back to the drawing board and rework this. And what I mean by reworking it is not so much, you know, just throwing the entire thing out. You could incorporate some of the stuff that you got going on here in your new logo, but it's just more or less revamping it for 2021. Angel Garcia sends us this next logo. Oh, wow, he's got his whole truck wrapped right here. That's pretty cool. That's dope. Angel, I like this logo. I like this logo a lot. Only thing I don't like is this gold pattern that you got here. I get it, you're going for the royalty, but I think your logo would look so much better if it was just like a flat white or a flat black. Just from a graphic design perspective, this is called a gradient when you have colors coming from one end and then they kind of loop around. This gradient that you got going on here, it can work, but in my opinion, it makes the logo look old. Now your logo though is fire. I love it. It's nice. Touch of sound. I like the little hand here that he's got going on. All right, touch of sound. This is an easy logo to fix. Ready? I would just move the touch of sound in here, get rid of these waveforms, and I think you got yourself a pretty dope logo. Just not a fan of these waveforms. Just because you're a DJ doesn't mean you need to incorporate a DJ thing within a logo, and that works vice versa. If you can incorporate a DJ thing within the logo, you should, but you shouldn't make it look like it just doesn't belong. Like this just looks like it doesn't belong there. Nick Hughes sends us this next logo. DJ Fat Mac. Is this supposed to be a D and then a J here? It looks like your DJ name is DJ J Fat Mac. J is just totally throwing off. I don't know if this is supposed to be a tone arm or if this is even a D and a J. Your logo is a bit confusing, man. What I would do is I would just get rid of this part right here. Boom. And then just leave this right here. MM Entertainment sends us this next logo, and this is a clean logo. Love the logo. This looks more akin to a business card, but this is a cool logo, man. I like it. You see the vinyl here? It's not crazy. It's not like all over your face like, blah, I'm a DJ. It's a little bit less intrusive. One of the things that is bothering me is the fact that you didn't center these lines should be centered with the vinyl. That is That's an error right there from a graphic design standpoint, and then it would work. This is cool. I like this. Great job. Leon Entertainment. This is just not working, man. This is very unprofessional the way you have straight up a lion. I get it, DJ Leon. If you were to have a logo like this, what I would have done is I would have incorporated an animated lion inside of the O here. That way it's a little bit more inconspicuous. But you see here this outline that you can do. I would have personally just outlined the eyes and outlined the nose here with the mouth, and then maybe put a couple of whiskers, hit them within the O, and called it a day. But this, the way you have this wasn't even properly cut out right by your designer. Whoever cut this out didn't cut this right. You guys can see the cuts are a little bit too sharp. It looks like he just went vroom. This logo needs to be completely redone. It looks unprofessional, especially with that clip part of the lion. This logo, man, again, this is one of those logos that you got to go back to the drawing board. This font doesn't coincide with this. This is okay. I can see this thing going with this thing. What is this thing called? I forget what this is called. But yeah. This needs to go back to the drawing board. These fonts are just clashing with each other. These fonts have no business going together. They don't go. Also, not a fan of this stuff back here, the DJ part. We get it. You're a DJ, entertainment services. You don't have to overemphasize this. GTO Entertainment. Okay, GTO Entertainment. What do we have here? I like that your logo is changing colors. What kind of file is this? Is this an MP4 file? That's pretty cool how you sent that in email and it's just changing colors. Unfortunately, with your logo, it's just a little too basic for me. It's just GTO and entertainment. There's nothing special about it except that glowing part, which is something that you won't be able to showcase when you have a still image like a business card or, you know, a flyer. So this is cool the way it's glowing right here in front of my computer, but it's just a very generic logo in my opinion. CGS Entertainment. Unfortunately for this logo, you gotta redo the whole thing. This is a dated logo. The fonts are just totally dated. I mean, this could work, but entertainment is so big as opposed to the CSG, which is the more important part of it, which is just you. We get that you're an entertainment company, but you know, you don't stand out. And this looks like just some clip art that somebody pasted here. This has gotta go, man. Gotta go back to the drawing board and get yourself a new logo. Dream Entertainment sends us this beauty of a logo. This is a very nice logo. I would have liked to have seen what this would look like without the bevel that it's got in here within the fonts. I would like to see what it looks like flat, because it does give you a bit of that 3D look that I'm personally not a fan of with this bevel. But this is a professionally clean logo. The fonts don't clash with each other. You have Dream Entertainment. It's legible. It doesn't scream, blah, I DJ for a living. I love this. This is a clean logo. Great job. DJ, is that DJ Gary? DJ Gary? Okay, DJ Gary. This looks like a Christmas gift, the way these lines are coming. This box is pretty cool. I like this box better than I do this thing that you got going on here. Not a fan of this Christmas gift that you got going on here. I like the flat version also a lot better than the beveled version of this. DJ Sandy. All right, DJ Sandy, what do we got going on here? All right, this is an easy fix, DJ Sandy. Get rid of this DJ thing. You're Sandy from now on. Just Sandy. We get it. You're a DJ. People will know that you're a DJ. Trust me. I know you guys don't think people will think you're DJs, but trust me, they'll know that you're a DJ. Get rid of this DJ guy here. He's just totally ruining your logo. And also get rid of this when music matters, or maybe extend it a little bit more. Use a different font. Extend it from side to side and make sure it's centered. This just is throwing me off. This is an easy fix. Just maybe make it DJ Sandy. Maybe move this DJ here, cut this here, and then just put DJ somewhere in here, and get rid of this little guy right here. This is just tacky. Get rid of that and call it a day. Indian DJ Events. Alright, let's see. I'm trying to make your emblem out. This logo actually works because these waveforms that are going on here kind of match the font that you got going on here. This is cool, but I would maybe find a way to incorporate these waveforms only between and not going through the letters. I don't like how you can make out the letters. If you guys look here, you can see it in gray. Maybe invert it to white when it touches in here, because this gray, it just looks like it's happening by accident. This logo isn't a bad logo. It's just a little bit difficult to understand. DJ B Brody or DJ Brody sends us this next logo. DJ B Brody, I like this this hairdo that you got got going on here. I wonder if that's what your hair looks like. What do you look like in real life? Do you really have spikes like this? This is just a dated logo, man. It looks like an old logo that's straight out of the 70s, 80s, 90s. It looks old, man. You gotta rework this logo. This is a dated logo. I have seen some cool logos with guys incorporating a face within the logo. But this one just doesn't work. It just looks dated. It looks old. DJ Shem, you guys are gonna hate me because I love the basic logos. Aside from this DJ right here, if it's just Shem, I love it. It's such a basic logo, but it worked. All right, I was wondering if we were gonna get any sonidero type logo. So this is a straight sonidero type logo. Sonideros love having logos like this. If you guys aren't familiar with sonideros, they're like Spanish DJs, you know, they're more attuned to Mexico, but, you know, here in the U.S., there's a ton of sonideros. Sometimes they even have cartoons on their logos, but again, that's the style with these logos. So with this one, we gotta look at it with different lenses, and for what it is, this works. I like this logo. So DJ Gorilla. Again, it doesn't look like a DJ to me. It looks more like a sonidero to me, but it works. I would get rid of this DJ in Bronx, New York and just have Gorilla here. Black Sheep in the mix. This is a fire logo right here. It does incorporate things that I don't like, but this is 3D done right. This was done professionally. You can tell that it was done professionally. The 3D that you see on this logo is modern 3D. This looks way more modern. I hope that you have a flat version of this. I would like to see what the flat version of this logo looks like. But it actually kind of works. Not a fan of these speakers here. I would love to see what this logo looks like without the speakers. This is 3D done right. If any of you guys are watching and you want a 3D logo, this is how a 3D logo should look like. Epic DJs Entertainment. I actually like this. This is a clean logo. I would have maybe liked to see this font used here where it says Epic DJs, and I wouldn't have used an apostrophe. What I would have done is I would have done DJs and then had a little s just so that it's Epic DJs. But this is clean. I like this. This is a clean, elegant logo. All right, DJ Kyle, you got 3 different logos here and they don't look like they go together. These two do look like they go together. This one doesn't look like it goes with. So let's just throw this one out and keep these two right here. I actually kind of like this right here. You do have a vinyl, but as you guys can see, this vinyl is a bit hidden. I'm gonna get rid of the tone arm here. You just don't need it. I can tell that it's vinyl that you're going for, so just get rid of this tone arm. Also love the fact that this makes a D, and also if you chop it here, it makes a J, and also this makes your vinyl. So this is a cool way to write out DJ. Not so much of a fan of this fader here used as an L. I would like to see what it looks like with just an L. I think it'd look really nice if you just had that and just leave it DJ Kyle like that. This fader, again, it's just overemphasizing what you do. We get it, you're a DJ. DJ Res1, creating music experiences. All right, DJ Res1, unfortunately, this is just a logo that it just needs to be reworked. It's a dated logo. You got headphones, which are super cringe. This is not spaced out properly. This should be way closer to the headphones if you are gonna have these headphones. It's just dated, man. This is a dated logo. I would also pick a different font. This font doesn't coincide with headphones. Headphones screams a little bit more urban. It doesn't scream elegance. And this font is a little bit more elegant. So I would totally redo this logo. Okay, so that's gonna do it for this episode of DJ Logo Review. I actually got through quite a bit in an hour. I don't know how many actually made it to the final edit. I'm sorry if I didn't get to yours. You guys sent in over 100 logos, so it was just tough. It was a tough one to get through today, not gonna lie. Thank you so much to everybody who sent in their logo. Don't forget, next week we're going back to reviewing setups. And if you'd like to be a part of the DJ setup review that's happening next week, send in your logos right now to the email that's on screen right now. Additionally, don't forget that we are doing a giveaway for this Pioneer DDJ SB3. Winner will be announced at the end of next week, so please follow me on Instagram so that you can be notified on how you can win. Bros, thank you so much for watching this video. Please let me know your questions, comments, and concerns down in those comments below. Let me know what you guys thought of the logos. I love to hear what you guys have to say. Before you leave, don't forget to slap that like button, subscribe if you're new around here, and if you really want to help me out, don't forget to turn on that bell so that you can be notified next time we do another DJ logo, DJ setup review video. Signing off, DJ Barr. Stay awesome, bros. Peace.